I mean, there is like a certain nostalgia though about, you know, ordering a record that you had only heard about but never actually heard, and when you get it, you know, it's like you wait 2 weeks for it to arrive in the mail, and then when it arrives, if you don't like it at first, you sort of get to know it so well that you learn to love it in a way, or, you know, just but now it's just like I will listen to something for 5 seconds and then just stop playing it, and then I never listen to it again. It's really bizarre.
Yeah, I think it changes the way people listen to music. I still prefer listening to full albums all the way through. Like, if I'm just like listening to music, I want to hear like an entire album, unless it's not that good. Everything digital is kind of making people a little crazy, I think. It's definitely making me a little crazy. I think it's less focused.
We have this idea of like ceaselessly adding, that we do nothing but progress. And it keeps getting better, and we keep having more options and more things to buy. Of course, that's the American model. Like, your freedom is your freedom to shop and consume. You know, but there isn't so much of an awareness of like, well, what do we lose? You know, what forms of extinction are happening?
But yeah, there's something's getting lost there, and that's that makes me worried.
But I feel like that's kind of the age we're living in across the board. It's not just music, but it is what it is, man. And I really don't see any letting up in the trials for like the middle of the road type bands, like the middle class bands. Like, you have your low and your high, and all those people in the middle. It's going to be a challenge, because now it's like the attention span of an audience member is getting smaller and smaller and smaller.
I mean, I feel like with music and print, like most creative things, like what's important is that it's being created at all, you know. And I don't have a preference on like digital versus vinyl versus CD or whatever. Like, I mean, it's like I don't listen to CDs that much anymore, but it's like I listen to vinyl, I listen to cassettes, I listen to MP3s. I download stuff illegally, like, but but I'm also I perform a lot. So to me, like, MP3s and people downloading stuff means that people are going to come to the show, you know, or that's the hope at least. And, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think like even arguing or debating about it's useless because it exists. Like, it's pointless. Like, it's here, and that's the way it is.
The bottom line is, I feel like, you know, like, as an artist, whether you're a visual artist or a musician or whatever, like the bottom line is you should be creating and producing constantly. And as a listener or an audience member, you should be looking and listening constantly. You know, it should be like, you know, and so if that means go on the internet and find something you like, or find a friend and just, you know, kind of move it over to your thing, like, because, and you haven't paid that artist, you know. Well, I mean, I don't find that to be a big deal. Most of I'll say this: the people that I've downloaded music, like the artists who I've downloaded, are dead or are super fucking rich anyway. So I'm not. My conscience is clean.
That's all starving musicians need. Is another. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely everybody who's stealing music. You are stealing music. No, I do it too, but